Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you may be. Welcome to another exciting edition of New Sarum by Night. The scene is set this evening within the Nosferatu Elysium of the Cellar Bar. When we last joined our intrepid adventurers, Isaac Milliner and Lucius Milliner of Clan Giovanni entered into the Elysium under the false guidance of Karl Voltaire. Once in the presence of the prince, it seemed very clear that John Stanhope was furious at their presence. Not understanding the fact that Mr. Voltaire had invited them in, he assumed that the Giovanni had broken their very promise. Mr. Milliner gave an eloquent and impassioned speech over peace and prosperity, trying to make amends, and when the prince asked what he offered, he simply said words. Infuriated by the audacity of the Giovanni, he has called upon every member within this Elysium to seize these interlopers and to stake them before him. And it is here we will begin our scene. All loyal members of the Camarilla within this Elysium, I order you as your prince, stake these people.
In the flash of an eye, after having heard the announcement on the television, a red blur comes into the rest of the room and just looks around at what else is in the room. So how do I see the layout?
The Cellar Bar is a large little oval structure in the downstairs part, quite a low ceiling. Many tables have been set out, a small stage as well has been placed where the prince is sitting. Upon the stage at the moment, on the higher days, is the people he was speaking to. So Mr. Smith, Mr. Red, was anyone else here that was speaking to? No, Mr. Voltaire has decided not to appear. He has disappeared. He has disappeared into obfuscation, the coward. And of course the milliners. Huddled around various tables in the bar, while the rest of the Camarilla kindred. Mr. Cole himself simply emerging from downstairs after his administering the flogging on Juan Carlos. So, does anyone want to say anything, or shall we just dive straight into combat?
Of course, hi Carl. Having heard the tail end of a plea for peace from the Giovanni, steps forward, his hands out. My prince, perhaps there's another way. But I don't know how anyone else reacts.
Lucius will at first lean forwards with his arms open wide and upwards in a peaceful motion. My prince, with all due respect, I humbly agree with this fine man here. I do not wish to come to blows.
Each sect punishes its own. If you take it upon yourself to stake us, you will deal with the consequences.
Just so. Just as you break promises and come in here all arrogance, that you think you can win this. This is not your city. This is my city, and I will not suffer your posturing anymore.
My prince, please do consider the proximity of this city to Boston.
Do consider the proximity between Atlanta, New York, every goddamn city on the East Coast owned by the Camarilla. You are a small, little fraction of the kindred community. You are nothing. You are heels on our boot, only barely enough so we can't quash you. You truly believe that you are that strong to go against us.
That's strong?
And crush us, my prince.
Strong.
And crush us, my prince. We'll become martyrs for the promise, and you'll have only yourself to blame when our righteous retribution burns upon, well, this city.
Please do not forget that this small fracture of a family held off the Sabbat incursion on your fucking...
Lucius, please, Lucius! We slew 20 Sabbat before they even got close to the doorknob of Rossellini Manor. Do not think we won't hesitate to scourge this entire city of all life, leaving nothing but death and ashes in our wake, if the Camarilla seeks to pursue this action.
You speak of the promise, Isaac Milliner, like suddenly that the rules only apply to us and not to you. And in that variety you are dead wrong. We have set out the motions. I was going to help you and your little kind run around and do whatever sordid things you do with your sisters or corpses, whatever the hell you do. But it seems that now that you have shown your true colours, that you believe yourself king of the manor, and I do not care what fabled Sabbat you have slain in the name of the Camarilla to protect your own pitiful unlives. You have been nothing but a blight on this city, and you are simply showing it now.
Go ahead, my prince. The only ones you should kill are those prepared to be killed. So please, do show me what you're made of.
Joshua at this will attempt to subdue the situation badly. He stands up and basically just says, "If you don't want any violence, I suggest you gentlemen lay down on the ground and prostrate yourselves before the prince."
Lucius will exchange a glance with the Don at this man's words.
You boys are outnumbered. Prince just wants you staked, he doesn't want you dead. I suggest you heed my masked friend.
Well,
Shedding blood in an Elysium.
I suggest you let us leave like it's proper etiquette. You cowards, of course, 8 against 2. To be expected of Camarilla, I suppose.
now please tell me, man, whoever you are, if we were to lay down on the ground and be staked when we are perfectly capable of civil conversation at this moment, what benefits would we reap from such an action?
You would leave with at least some of your limbs.
Limbs can be
Drop by,
regrown, my prince, but can dignity?
I have had enough of this talk. Their arrogance bores me. Stake them.
Yes, my prince.
My
I'm
Don,
going to go
I
ahead and
suggest you leave.
when he says stake them, she's going to go ahead and just, pull out the Desert Eagle and sit there and just stare at Lucian, just waiting.
Yeah, I think we should go into combat now. Unless people
figured
want
as
to
much,
rebel.
but I was like, let's just start it. Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
Initiative.
We've rolled initiative before ahead of time. Anyone watching? So let us go. It is Cole. Oh no, we'll go to declare actions first. We might as well do this properly. William Red, what are you up to?
Well, I am pretty close to touching one of them, so I'm going to Blood Rage one of them, if I can.
Okie dokie. Calliope, what are you up to?
During all the incessant battle, she's spent 2 blood on buffing 2 points of stam, and she's just going to sit there, and I'm going to take focus aim for 1 round at Lucian, increasing the number of dice on that roll by 1, and just kind of wait for this round to go by.
Okie dokie. And oh, good. Stop talking to the chat. You're moving the counter. Hi, Cal. What are you up to?
Just a conversation, plea for peace, that's it.
No worries. Isaac, what are you up to?
Well, as he put it himself, what's his name? William Red is quite close, so Isaac is going to... blood buff is reflexive, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's going to blood buff his strength, and he's going to bite... not drain. He's just going to bite William Red.
You have to be in a grapple to bite, unless you're in a animal form.
No, fair enough. Then, sure, grapple. That is, just for reference, that's strength brawl?
A strength brawl. Strength dex to initiate the grapple, strength brawl.
And you can buff up to the number of blood you can spend in a turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so he's going to grapple the Tremere. Mr. Smith, what are you up to?
Joshua didn't bring a stake to the Elysium, so he's going to break a table or chair and grab something.
Okie dokie. Now it's my turn. What am I going to do? I am going to... I'm going to try and catch Lucius Milliner in the eye and tell him to kneel. You can resist that because it will be a combat scene, so we'll do a posed roll at the time. Wouldn't be good to the prince to go and get dirty, ruffle my feathers. Darrow, what are you up to?
Darrow, on hearing Lucius Milner telling Isaac to leave and flee, Darrow kind of circles round, covers the exit, like holding his machete if anyone comes near, ready to action essentially. to swing.
All right, excellent. Alistair. He's gone. So let's say Carl Voltaire.
Muted.
Muted.
Carl Voltaire will use the stake that he cunningly drew earlier on in the scene, that nobody seemed to notice, thank God, and will plunge it into Lucius's back if he kneels. Well, actually, he'll plunge it into Lucius's back. Stop.
Okie dokie. Oh God, stop writing the chat. You keep making me lose it. Okay, then it's Lucius. What are you up to?
So, having previously seen everything that everyone's trying to get up to, Lucius will attempt to grapple Carl Voltaire.
Okay. Right, and after Lucius, and then it's Cole, who can act however he wishes, because he is the first in the initiative queue.
Oh, sorry, quick question.
Yep.
With celerity actions, do I have to declare that right now?
No, you declare them at the end. I mean, you have to declare that you're going to be taking them. But,
Yes. I'll be spending 1 blood to make a celerity action at the end of it.
By the way, I act before Lucius does.
No, because basically we had Alistair in here and you came in late, so you're just going into his initiative slot.
I rolled initiative.
Just for ease, because I'm not writing the
that's
down
good.
yet, mate.
Cole is going to step in front of the prince and grasp at Isaac Milliner for a grapple.
Okay, roll Dex. Dex Brawl to initiate the grapple.
Is there a counter roll on my part?
You may substitute your action for a defensive maneuver, but then that will be your action.
Yeah, no. Yeah, excuse me.
So you can if you wish, but that will be your action.
1 success.
1 success. You grab him loosely by the shirt. But he has been initiated in a grapple. Right.
So is that a hold or a clinch? Because there is a difference.
It is a hold.
Yeah.
Okay, now Lucius, do your action, please.
Right, so Lucius is going to attempt to grapple Carl Voltaire. Let's see, that is a Dex Brawl, am I right?
Dex Brawl to initiate the grapple, indeed.
Okay.
Carl may do a defensive maneuver if he so wishes, but I'll forfeit his action.
Yeah, no, Carl won't. Carl will let it come and try and break it when it gets to his turn.
That's 2 successes.
2 successes. You get a firm grip on his hand. You have his arm and you look face to face to each other.
As Lucius is staring him out, he'll just smile haphazardly with a wide grin, baring his fangs.
It's now Mr. Voltaire's turn.
Carl, having now been engaged in a grapple, will attempt to bite this guy's arm off.
Okay, now because you're changing your action in initiative, you can either do a willpower roll at DC 7, or you can spend a willpower point.
I will do a willpower roll. So that 10 shouldn't be there. That was the last roll. 1 success.
1 success. You may act accordingly, sir.
I will attempt to bite him. Dex Brawl.
Dex Brawl, I'm going to give it a +2 DC because he has initiated the grapple, not you.
That's going to be a miss with a +2.
No worries. Then, after that, it is Darrow. Darrow's just holding the exit with his ready action.
Just keeping his eye on everyone.
Okay. In the toing and froing of the of Mr. Milliner. Let's see. The resisted dominate roll. What is it nowadays? I know it's new. Apologies.
You mean avoiding eye contact?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that is. Let me get it. Subnet.
Here we are. No, hang on.
If you use the eye contact thing, that just increases the difficulty.
No, I'm sure it's a resisted roll.
A target trying to avoid eye contact can make a willpower roll against difficulty equal to the dominate user's manipulate plus intimidation, or other appropriate combination for other disciplines or specific situations at the storyteller's discretion. Difficulty may be reduced for mitigating factors, -1 in case the target is obscuring his eyes slightly, or -3, say, for all being completely unseen, such as behind a thick blindfold or something.
Okay, so you're saying a willpower roll, is it?
Yep.
Okay, and what was the stat that's his DC? My manipulation and?
Intimidation.
Intimidation, so that will be a DC 7 willpower roll for you, please, Lucius.
Yep.
That's Lucius, not...
Lucius, not Isaac.
I thought you said Isaac. Oh.
No, I don't know your generation, but you're higher, so I wouldn't risk it.
You always get confused so easily. Sorry.
It's alright.
Yeah, that's a failure.
That's a failure. All right. If you don't want to announce it in the main window, could you please tell me your willpower and generation, please, just to double check.
Yep. Yeah, in the chat, right?
Yes, please. Just so the whole world doesn't know. Save meta.
Everybody in this hangout.
No, if you do /, and then whatever Matt's username is, Matt, go / Matt, and then whatever the message is, I think, if I remember rightly. Also, I'll give you the correct format.
Use Facebook. You're both online.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, actually, if you just go /2 Matt, hello, and then Matt's the only person that can see hello. /2 Matt.
Posted it in the Facebook chat.
Okay. Cool beans. I can do it. Not surprisingly, I'm not being enchanting at the moment, so I'm not going to count enchanting voice. It is first level of dominate, so it's my intimidation plus manipulation. There we are. So for 3 rounds, you are able to do no action but kneel.
Oh. I'm suddenly released from my grapple.
When it comes to his turn, or his celerity turn, actually. Okay. Then, after everyone's favourite prince, well, I say everyone's, it is Mr. Smith.
So I'm going to grab the nearest chair and smash it over the table to get a very ready-use steak.
Okie dokie. Just give me a quick, a very easy, like DC 4 strength and brawl roll.
Okay. 2 successes.
Yeah. You smash it. You get a nice steak in hand. And that is Isaac the Don. You have been grappled by Terrastius Cole.
Yeah, I think I'll do a willpower roll. Difficulty, what is it to
It's
change my
7.
action? 7, okay.
It may need clarifying later, but it's 7 for all, so
Okay.
make it all fair.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Easy peasy. What do you wish to do?
Well, the same thing as Lucius, so +2 DC difficulty to bite Cole.
Okay.
Cole, excuse me.
No problem.
So
That is a dex brawl, sir.
biting.
Yep.
Okay.
Are you activating potence?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Okay. Yeah. Dex roll. 2 dice. Difficulty 8. Maybe. Hopefully.
Did you blood buff though?
Oh no, I already buffed, didn't I? Yep. Excuse me. There's no extra success on potence. Well, it didn't succeed anyway.
Oh no, you can use potence in addition to your blood buffing. But I just wasn't sure if you blood buffed your dex or not. So I was trying to give you a helper.
Oh right, yeah. No, I did. God damn it. Thank you. I'm really not. It's still no. Oh well.
Oh well. Failed. You snarl and snash, but Cole's iron grip has caught you hard, keeping you from causing him aggravated wounds.
Cole wonders why the Toreador are suddenly against him.
It is now Haikal.
In the midst of chaos, you would hear the shattering of a dish and the loud words, "The child is watching! There should be no fighting!" And that's it.
Did you want to roll a charisma like intimidation or a charisma empathy to try and see
Let's
work your way into these cold dead hearts?
Let's do that. Let's do charisma and intimidation.
Or charisma leadership.
Expression.
Oh, charisma leadership, actually, yeah, that would make much more sense.
There we go. We'll do leadership. Sure. Okay, that gives me 4 dice. I take it my difficulty is like 9 because you're all dead set.
I think it will depend on the people.
Not all of it.
Look at these rolls. All right. I don't know what that means to you guys. Your character can act as he pleases, but I got a 7, 8, 9 in my plea. That's my turn.
Okay. As he does his bit, well, he's like, no, don't hurt them. She's just sitting there, with gun, just staring, fangs descending at the gentleman who's now kneeling on the ground, just continuing to look at exactly where that perfect spot on his forehead would be.
And at the last of the order, Mr. Red.
Well, I said what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it.
Which one of the Milliner brothers were you doing?
The Dawn.
The Don. Okay. He's currently in a. Do you need to roll to actually hit, or is it just a willpower roll like most Tremere stuff?
It's just a willpower roll. I don't need to grasp him or something. I can just even tap him or something, and he'll get the effect.
Okay. You know your powers better than me.
No, barely.
I can look it up if you prefer.
Okay, let's see what I get. Okay, it's difficulty what? Over 6, I guess.
The difficulty of all Tremere paths is the level of the path plus 3.
The level of the path plus 3, so, oh my goodness, I have all successes.
What does your ability do?
It forces my target to consume blood, as in the way I wish. So he is going to blood buff 1 point into Blush of Health, and the rest of the successes are going to go all into stamina.
Alright.
Okay,
so that is 5 in stam, and because it can exceed your generation limit. Well, the expenditure can, yeah.
It can. It depends on how many.
It's just ordinary blood buffing, essentially. Yeah, essentially it's just ordinary blood buffing. So let me just.
Okay.
And then 1 in Blush of Health, so I look very nice right now. That's nice.
Doesn't Blush of Health depend upon what your humanity score is? So if you want to actually get to that point.
I think he can Blush of Health anyway because I'm talking in Tremere chat as we speak, and Dolph said that you can do that.
What is your humanity, Mr. Milliner?
Terrible. It is 3.
Ah, so in that case you'll be 3. So 5 of those blood points will need to be used for Bluff of Health, and 1 will be put on stamina.
Ah, okay, great.
8. Oh.
Yeah, you need to.
That's for those of us who are low humanity.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
So you lose 6 blood points.
Yeah, and then 1 of those goes to stam then. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, just so I got it.
How hungry are you, Mr. Milliner?
That is what your self-control minus your what was it?
No. Like how much blood is in your blood pool at the moment?
Okay, yeah. Okay, so I spent 1 minus 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 left.
6 left. And to be hungry, it's 10 minus your humanity.
10 minus your humanity, that is 7.
7. Okay, so you're gonna have to do frenzy rolls for being hungry next turn.
Alright.
Okay. Now we go back to the top. Oh, well, no, we suppose we should declare. Is everyone happy with keeping the initiative order, or do we want to roll every turn?
Nope, it's good.
Keep it, please.
Do I still get my celerity action, or am I?
Yes, of course. You do. Your celerity action,
Cool.
which you have to use to kneel.
Yay! Lucius will, before the malevolent grin of hunger and just sheer satisfaction at getting a firm grip on Carl Voltaire, will slowly fade as he just briefly locks eyes with the prince, and he'll just every fibre of his being will want to resist this incessant kneeling, and without even knowing what is going on, his body will just involuntarily just slump, and on one knee he is now bent, locked eyes with the prince, staring, shaking, as he looks between the prince and Carl Voltaire, with his mouth agape.
Okay, time for declaring actions. Mr. Red, what are you up to?
Well, what should I do? I'm not very good at combat.
It's entirely up to you. You can continue draining the milliners. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. I feel that that's what I'm good at right now.
Okay, you're going to continue your touch onto Mr. Milliner, draining, making him force his vitae into other areas. Who's looking rather striking at the moment in his more human gaze. It is now, what is Calliope up to?
She's going to go ahead and pop a shot from the Desert Eagle right square in the dead center of Lucius's head, and then spend a celerity action at the end of the turn. But I'm only spending one, so.
Okay. Then after Calliope, Haikal.
Once again, trying to get peace in order, so I will use awe this time.
Ooh, someone's taught you present. Good Lord. Okay. Isaac.
Being fairly hungry, and of course seeing this fucking little piece of shit Tremere as he would see them, of course something is happening. At least he's rapidly losing blood. So a couple of being confused, he'll what will he do? he'll sure just try to bite Cole again. Why not?
Okay, okay. Mr. Smith.
Joshua will spend 1 blood for celerity, and he's going to buff his strength and attempt to stake the Dawn.
Okay. What am I going to do? It's all very amusing, and it seems that everything's working out quite well. So I will spend blood to off my stamina in case anything goes wrong, and I will see if I can lock eyes with Mr. Milliner. I'm going to give myself increased DC because he's being held, and basically say, in a very sarcastic tone, "Shh. Don't worry, Mr. Milliner. Be still."
You're going to increase your DC by how much?
Well, basically, I'm going to give you the willpower roll to resist looking in my eyes, and I'm going to give you an extra, like, a +2 DC for myself because it's in the middle of combat.
Then it's, I mean, the difficulty to dominate Isaac is already 9, believe it or not.
So wow, okay. Yeah. Well, that could just be...
Yeah, it's,
like, it's probably going to fail, so it's going to be a very high DC, so that's probably DC 10, most likely.
Yeah. But I'll still resist, of course. That was a willpower difficulty, manipulation, intimidation.
I thought your voice was most enchanting, though.
The voice was most enchanting, but even then, +2 DC, -2 DC. It's going to be DC 10 no matter what.
I know, I was only joking.
I know. Darrow, what are you up to?
Darrow, he's one uncovered eye, flits between the action, monitoring everyone, taking a measure of them. Stands guarding the door, making sure no one enters, no one leaves.
Okay, Mr. Voltaire.
Carl, having been let go by Lucius, and having a much better understanding of what's just happened to him than he did before, smiles, goes round behind him, and tries to ram the stake through his back.
Okay, Lucius.
Obviously to save Lucius's life and protect him from any more damage.
Obviously.
As I'm kneeling, I take it I can still take other actions as long as I keep kneeling.
Yep.
Okay. Lucius is going to pull from his pocket, actually from inside his suit jacket, sorry, where he has 2 Desert Eagles holstered, and a stake further down. He's going to pull a Desert Eagle out in one hand and a stake in the other, if possible.
Yeah!
Motherfuckers!
You can do something. You can like fire if you want. I would say that pulling a weapon out is a full action.
Okay. Hard choice. And I'll screw it. I'll spend another blood for a celerity action as well. So pulling a weapon out is a full action, did you say?
No, I wouldn't say it was a full action.
Alright, he's going to pull his weapon out, and he's going to aim it at the ceiling and fire. Just
okay.
once.
Cole, it is your turn to act and to declare.
I'll be spending blood, activating Potence, and as I have Mr. the Dawn in my clutches, I will be making a move towards the door as fastly as possible. I'll spend 1 point also on celerity to cover the distance, trying to exit him from the cellar bar.
Okay. You'll probably get to roll.
Out of the way!
Sorry, I forgot to say I'm spending a blood on Potence. That was a bad one.
It's fine. Alright, I suspect you'll go to just be right in front of Darrow because he's blocking the way. But you easily hop past the stage and past the dance floor with your celerity. But we'll see, you'll probably be off the stage by the time celerity actions kick in. Okay, Lucius, you fire in the air.
Yep, as Lucius fires in the air, he will hold his stake outwards, not to present a threat to anyone, as the stake is currently directed towards his chest. He extends it, and he will just bow his head downwards.
Okay. Mr. Voltaire.
I will attempt to stake him. I think I get an extra DC from being behind him.
He doesn't seem to be putting up any sort of defense or fight, so...
Would the fact that Lucius is currently wearing body armor increase the difficulty of putting a stake through him?
No, it will just add to your stamina pool.
Okay.
Basically. Two from behind. I get a success!
Okie dokie. So, strength +1.
Strength +1,
Plus whatever potence you've spent, but that's automatic.
Yeah, so it's 3 successes automatically. Plus another 2.
Okie dokie. So with 2 plus 3, so that's 5 successes. Roll your stamina and your armor, please, Mr. Miller.
'This better be good. One success.
Unfortunately, you take 4 lethal damage and are staked and torpored.
As the stake drives through Lucius's back, the Desert Eagle pointed at the ceiling will just drop from his grasp onto the floor, clanking on the floorboards, as will the stake just drop, and he will just lurch forward with the force driven into his back, completely immobile.
Okay. So that was him. So Darrow.
Darrow eyes the
Bundling towards you with a Don Milliner.
Darrow eyes the sheriff and is Trimagen charging at him, heeding his words to move. Darrow actually steps around and kind of covers the sheriff and Milner's exit and continues to kind of stand staunchly as if defending him.
Okie dokie. It's me. I'm going to say that because Don Milliner has been suddenly whisked away from the stage, I can no longer dominate him. So I'm going to quickly roll a willpower to see if I can do anything else. And I can. Seeing as Lucius has been staked and Don Milliner is being rushed towards the door, I will simply scream in an impetuous fashion, "I want him staked!" And then it is Mr. Smith.
Joshua's going to be a little bit confused that the man that's supposed to be staked is now being whisked away. And we'll take up chase behind the sheriff. I'm going to roll for a willpower to see if I can.
Yeah, what's the difference between the Dex Athletics and the Dex Athletics of the two characters? Because that's your land speed.
Death Athletics 4 for me.
Mind you, he's also carrying another body, so...
Yeah, we'll take that into account.
7.
7.
And I activated Potence.
Alright.
A body that he can pick up and throw like a spear.
Yeah, a very thin, frail man, Isaac. He's just a skeleton is more...
So yeah, roll your willpower roll. You can certainly run after him, but you won't be able to overtake him or get in his way.
Well, Darrow is standing there, so he's likely to bundle into me first.
Yep, sorry, can you say that again, Mr. Smith?
I'm saying he's likely to bundle into Darrow first.
No, I was going to say I am using celerity, so I'm not sure if that'll help.
That will get you towards, basically you end up next to Darrow and then your celerity action will happen in the celerity round.
Gotcha.
Darrow is going to stop you, which will be a very interesting move. Then, Mr. Isaac, you're being... Oh, first, self-control roll, please.
Of course.
You are hungry. Num, num, num.
What difficulty is that, do you know?
I am just looking up for you, sir.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
Should be 4.
Yeah, it's not very high, I don't think.
Oh, okay, well then, if it's difficulty 4, then it's...
Oh, that's high enough. I don't even need
I mean, surprisingly level-headed. Jesus. Excuse me. What will I do?
Well, your declared action was to bite Cole.
Yeah, I'm rolling willpower.
Describe the eye first, it freaks them out.
Maybe later. Now, it's the choice. Can you, I assume you have to spend willpower, you have to roll it. Like, you can't roll...
Oh, no, you can either spend the willpower, and then you won't have to roll, or you can roll the willpower, and then you don't have to spend the willpower.
Yeah, I'll just play it safe. I'll just spend the willpower, and I don't want to mess this up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll spend the willpower since this man is, of course, it's all a bit weird, a bit fuzzy, especially in this rather hungry state. Although he does remain his composure somewhat. But now he finds himself picked up by a sheriff. He vaguely recognizes him. He had a couple talks with him. So he'll think better of biting this man. And have you entirely picked Isaac up? Can he still walk himself, or is it like are you carrying him?
Yeah, I would say he's has him like lurched upward.
Then if possible, and sure, just give me that increased difficulty. But I'll try to I try to seek eye contact, just dominate someone as I'm running piggyback on the sheriff's back.
Okay.
I can't really do much else.
What do you?
Are you going to try and dominate?
Yeah, I'm thinking about the little Tremere.
He's all the way. He's all the way back.
Oh yeah, no, excuse me.
They
Then
can dominate you.
so what's this?
I am chasing you.
Yeah,
Yes,
you've got Mr. Smith. You've got Darrow.
Yeah, whoever's closest, really. So it will be Smith.
Cole.
If he's close.
Closest.
Well, Cole's the closest.
Yeah, sure, cool. You know- no, Cole. I always confuse Cole with Voltaire. I don't know why. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me. It's
We're yanking your chain, William. So what would you like to dominate command?
wait, who?
It'll be Smith. Will be the easiest one.
Okay, yeah. Let's just use Smith. I'll just use dominate one command, and I'll just say leave. To get him out of the scene, to get him out of combat.
Okie dokie. Mr. Smith, if you wouldn't mind just writing your generation and willpower in the chat, or a private message to Don Milliner, so we can see if he can actually achieve it. Yeah.
Wait, is that your willpower?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't judge. We're all equal here, of course. It's fine.
We're gonna have so much fun, you and I.
Isaac's gonna have a fucking field day here.
Nah, because my dominate dice pool is really shitty, like all my other ones. So it's just 3 dice. Where is it?
The Don's turned Irish.
If it's level 1, it's manipulation, intimidation.
Yeah. Well, the dice pool's the same. I'll tell you. Okay, difficulty is 3 dice. So let's hope for the best here. Oh. Oh. Best possible roll.
Okay, you're. See you later, Mr. Smith. You've got other appointments. But he is heading out the exit as well. So.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But at least he won't. You know.
He won't.
Hot pursuit. He begins to overtake Darrow, and then suddenly, when he's given this command, you'll see a fuzzy look on his face, and he's like, "Oh, yeah." Continue running the same direction, but no longer hostile.
Need to go see a man about a dog or something.
He's a Toreador. They get distracted. Okay. Hi, Cal.
Alright, so seeing that this combat is basically over, I'll do my Auspex. Not Auspex, presence roll, sorry. I got 1 success, so it can affect 1 person. So,
Who's the lowest willpower here?
Yeah.
I somehow think it might be Smith.
That's me. I'm currently at 1.
I think it would only
Oh,
affect
right.
whoever's looking
Yeah.
at me anyway, because that's how presence works, right?
Well, when did you make
So, as whoever it affects, I'll just say it's over. Let's stand down, lower your weapons. That's all I say.
Darrow's machete kind of stays in his hand but falls to his side as he watches Joshua Smith run past him.
Okay, Calliope.
So, as Darrow stands down, let me go ahead and what's the willpower roll to change my action?
It's DC 7 willpower roll, or you can spend a willpower point just to do it.
I'm going to spend a willpower point just to do it. Fuck it. And I'm going to go very quickly after the 2 of them.
Okay,
My numbers for Dex plus Athletics plus Celerity is 8.
Okay, so you can speed off after Cole and even overtake him.
And I'm going to head that general direction until we get to the next set of turn. I did say I was taking a Celerity action this turn, so I mean, if you want me, if I get in range of them, I might just shoot Milner, but you know.
Okay, we'll then William Red.
Since my target is no longer close to me, he pretty much takes a relaxed position and goes next to Haikal, listening to him, feeling inspired by the awe, and staying calm, listening to reason.
Right, we are now on to the next round.
Celerity action!
Oh, celerity actions, indeed.
Aha! With my speedy running and my
Well,
close...
1 second, you're not the only one who's taken a celerity.
Oh, sweet! Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Mr. Cole,
Now, does it go based on your stats or initiative?
done on initiative.
Okay.
I will be tossing Mr. Milliner through the door.
Okay, roll me a strength athletics roll.
Don't throw me to torpor.
Well, actually, it can actually be considered a combat maneuver. So strength brawl.
With enough potence, you can throw Don Milliner through anyone.
You can throw him back to the manor. Jeez.
I did activate my potence earlier, so.
Yeah, Donkey Kong. Whoop 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 whoop. Torpor him by throwing him to the ground.
Slam dunk.
6 successes.
6 successes. Okay, so that's 5 plus your strength plus potence damage in bashing.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9 damage.
Okay, roll your stamina, please, Mr. Milliner.
Remember, you've blood buffed it by 1.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Tremere. Difficulty is
6 standard.
okay. That 1, and you can health bashing because you're kindred, can't you?
Yep. So you've taken basically 8 bashing damage. So that's halved to 4 bashing damage.
Actually, it was 6 damage.
Oh, I thought you said 8. No, I thought you said 9. You said you had 9 successes.
Oh, yeah. 8. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so 8, half, 4 bashing.
4 bashing.
Okay.
So you are
Wounded.
rolled, if my memory corrects. -2 to
Wounded.
Yeah, wounded. Yeah, it was still -2. Maul does also -2.
Okay. Now Calliope, celerity action.
Seeing as they're just, weakening him up well enough to go ahead and stake him, she'll just punch one in there before they can, and then hopefully make the staking a little easier once they get to it.
Okay,
Yeah.
fire away.
I don't have aimed at this guy because, and I'm not targeting the head either, so.
No, so just regular DC, your Dex and firearms.
Plus celerity for the 2 that I'm not using.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of 1s, so that takes out a 9, that takes out a 9, 8, 7, was it 6?
Yeah.
Boop, boop, boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes. The damage on a 44 is 6, and I've got 6 extra successes, so that is 12 dice for damage.
Mm-hmm.
1... They actually don't let you botch, right? No. Okay.
No.
1,
They just minus from successes.
4, 5. 5 bashing.
Okay, that's 5 bashing to soak, please, Mr. Milliner.
Okay. 5 bashing is 3.
Just enough to soften him up.
Don't forget you blood buffed by 1.
Just 2 bashing. I assume I'm also pretty far like into the street. Like you threw me out of the building proper, didn't you?
He would have thrown you into the stairs effectively, leading up to the street level. Which is probably why it hurt so much. This poor old man's crippled body thrown into a set of concrete stairs.
Okay, so how many did you soak, Mr. Milliner?
1, as I said here. So 1
Okay,
success.
so you've taken 2 more damage. That means you are crippled. You're on -5 to all dice.
Yeah.
Now you move at a quarter speed.
Known as the Stan's Hope.
That was a stance hope, indeed. Okay, now we go to a new round. Mr. Red, are you continuing to participate in this combat, or are you quite happy to relax?
I'm relaxing with Haikal for the moment. I'm like, I've done my job. I have no celerity. Why would I run after that?
Yep. Calliope.
Sorry, tacos.
All right.
Let's see.
Calliope.
Yeah. I actually didn't bring a steak set on me, so unless you want me to use my heel, which has wood in it, but it's not. It's wood and plastic.
It's fine. You can use your sword if you like. You know, I hear that the head also steaks.
Oh, good idea. Okay.
I'm only kidding. What would you like to do?
Well, if I can stick my boot through his fucking heart, that'd be pretty fucking cool.
Admin rolling. Would you say that's a good?
If not, I'll go run back and go get a break a chair or something.
Actually, you'll find there's Joshua Smith running up the stairs with a stake at the moment.
Oh, he is out there, isn't he?
You could just ask me very nicely. I'm
Grab
just
the
going
shit
to
from
listen.
Joshua because he's standing there like a herpaderp. Okay. Like, I have no idea how close he is, but I'm gonna assume I'm gonna have to like take my regular action to get the stake and then burn a celerity to actually do it.
Yep. That
Okay, that's what
sounds
I'm
good
gonna
to me. Mr. Smith.
I will hand her the steak very cordially and say, I'll see you at the looking glass then.
The prince will sit back down. He will glare at Lucius Milliner, but it wasn't the real prize. He'll be staring at the door, waiting for the satisfaction of seeing Isaac Milliner staked before him. Darrow.
Darrow will move from his position at the door and head over towards Haikal.
Okay. Mr. Voltaire. Mr. Voltaire.
Oh, just in time. Basically, Carl is going to almost gently put the gun and the stake back into Lucius's jacket and clip everything back up together, and sort of neaten his rather ruined blazer, and sort of make sure he's sort of laid out comfortably on the floor. A little bit of respect, but not too much.
Okay, and Lucius is staked. Have I missed an entire line? Isaac, did I get to you, Isaac? I must have
No, the only thing I did so far is soaking.
Yeah, sorry, I must have skipped you. Apologies. What was it you want to do?
No, it's fine. Isaac, of course, Krypton Bruisen on the. Is he outside? I mean, yeah, he's on the stair, but is he? I'm not sure. Like, I really don't know this building. Excuse my ignorance. I was summoned here after all. So yeah, like, how am I? Like, can I see my driver? Can I like crawl away?
You're kind of like the street's there, and you go down a set of stairs to get like. Have you seen Cheers?
No.
The show? No. It's like that. So you need to go down a set of stairs to get to the bar. It's kind of lower than street level. So
Yeah.
you're on those
Yeah.
stairs.
So how far up the staircase would Cole throw me with the 6 successes?
I think he threw you into it more than on it. But
I think actually that's
you can
probably
crawl up
a
the stairs.
D10 roll to see how far he got up there. 10 being at the top, near the top of the stairs, and 1 being he just splattered you into the stairs straight in front of him.
Sure. Why not? Let's do that. 1d10. Sure.
That's good.
Here we go.
Sounds good.
That's a 1.
That's the one. You hit the top of the stairs. You saw your driver and the freedom of the street just in front of you before you tipped back and crashed down the stairs.
Oh, well, at least it's someone driving.
Head over
At
ass.
least they're doing fine. Yeah, but what I will do my action is, and I will do with my action, of course, being tripped and bruised and he's laying there, he will chuck onto himself. That's so ironic, of course, all of this. Huh? Death may come soon, but, well, maybe postponed. Regardless, he's at peace, of course. One of the virtues of being a Giovanni, you know what lies beyond. He can see it, always. So he'll just reach into his pocket and just, this will be his action. He'll just press a button on his cell phone, and he'll just whisper something which I'm sure no one can make out in all this calamity.
That's fine.
You're free to try, it's really no big deal.
That's fine. You're probably just calling Dunson, yeah?
Out of character, I'm pressing a button on my phone to alert, some of the driver. You know, basically, it's one of those.
Panic buttons?
Yeah, exactly. That's the one.
Yeah.
So to notify the proper lads. After all, they don't show up to an Elysium like this in this state of mind without some precautions. They may be a little bit too late for that right now. And the Urspring will be basically he'll be instructing his wraith, Maria, Lucius's mother, just leave. So, although you probably won't notice this because you're all kindred, the room becomes a tad less cold, degree or two, but it's not really significant. Yeah, so he's just sending out this stress call, both supernaturally and by technological means. You can't do much else.
And then Cole.
If the spirits actually answer him verbally, then there are people that may be able to hear that.
No, she wouldn't.
But even if she would, you're not outside.
No, I mean it's a very important thing. Like there's no time for confirmation. The contract between the Wraith and Necromons is a very authoritative one. I say and she does. How high she jumps. So no, she's just gone. Just without further ado.
Probably a lovely lass she is as well.
I have a sudden burning desire for taco. I don't know why.
Cole, it is your declaring and action.
I will be grabbing Isaac Milliner, pulling him up off the ground, staring into his eyes. You have made a grave mistake, before bringing him back within the building.
He'll just laugh at you.
Okay.
When Cole says that, I'm going to be walking by him and just go, "Punny," as I make my way towards the lift glass.
Okay, Mr. Voltaire.
Seeing Isaac being brought back in, Carl pulls the other stake out of his belt and tosses it to Cole.
Okay.
Got a Giovanni in my hands.
Got two hands.
Oh, I can just imagine him throwing it to Cole, hitting him in the chest, and he just looks at it and it falls to the ground. Darrow is out of the combat. I'm out of the combat. Smith is out of the combat. It's actually now it's Isaac's turn. So he's just being dragged at the moment. So I don't see a reason why he can't call on his cell phone and whisper it to his wraith. But it is in earshot of Mr. Voltaire. So you can do a perception awareness roll. Not that you can hear anything, but to sense that a presence has left. Since you do have the merit.
The Wraith's gonna pick up in 6 seconds.
I do. 1 second. I didn't realise I keep muting myself because I'm on speaker.
Well, no, that's the he's because the way I understand it, Isaac's just pressing a button, and that.
Yeah, I'm just reaching into my pocket, and just pressing a button. Yeah, it's like one of those.
And then
I feel the room gets a bit warmer, and it may have a supernatural meaning, but I really don't have any idea of what it is.
Okay, that's fair enough.
1 success is not enough.
No problems. That's Isaac's turn. Haikal is pursuing peace. Calliope.
Give me that steak! No.
There's a stake being thrown over, and it's just clattered on the floor.
Well, she's taken it from her Toreador chum. This is probably over, but we'll see what happens. You never know. He might explode. Oh God! Stop talking at the chat. This stupid thing. Okay. William Red's doing nothing. Please stop talking in the chat.
Flaherty!
Oh, celerity action. Yes.
Alright, where's Milner? Sorry, it's getting taco.
He is on the floor at the bottom of the steps.
Woohoo! I have no strength, but I'm going to try anyway. My friends told me to.
That's fine. It's -2 DC. He's on the floor. He's crippled. Like, I'm sure Isaac will agree. There's very little you can do against it.
Yeah, dominate probably or something. And bite my way out.
Don't
Well,
forget
it's 5 dice.
the stamina.
Yeah, but currently I'm doing the stand soap, so it's
It's okay, don't worry, I'm gonna really suck at this. What is it? Strength plus, like, melee or brawl? Strength plus brawl?
Dex
roll to hit.
brawl. Dex brawl to hit.
Dex brawl to hit?
Sorry, Dex melee to hit.
Dex
Oh,
melee.
yeah, sorry. You're
Gotcha.
right. Apologies.
Maybe I won't suck at this so bad. Okay.
We'll say DC
9
5.
cancels out. 7 and a 6.
Isaac can struggle a little.
2 successes.
2 successes? Okay, then it is your strength plus 1 plus an extra 1 due to the amount of successes.
Okay. An 8 and a 9.
Okay, that's 2 points of damage to soak, Mr. Milliner.
And you got all those soak minuses.
Oh, you're using weapon. Is this excuse me? Is this lethal or bashing?
It's lethal for a stake.
Remember, you got that extra
Extra
stab.
stamina.
Yeah, that one extra.
Plus
Yeah,
your stamina.
56 anyway, so that fills. So it's lethal, so that means that
That's 2 damage you are torpored.
yeah. So Bruce becomes lethal. Her becomes
So
lethal.
you require three damage to torpor. Oh, actually no, because he's.
No, I was
No,
crippled.
that's-
So now, yeah, the bashing moved incapacitated, and Bruce and Hurt are now both lethal.
So yeah, you've basically been incapacitated.
Yeah, I've been beaten torpor. Or yeah.
Okay.
Yes, this party's over.
So you're in control of the rather limp body. What's going on We'll start the scene outside of the door with our Sheriff, Toreador Whip, and Carl Voltaire, I suppose. All the people are outside.
No, I'm still with Lucius's body. I thought they came back in with the body, which is why
Nope.
I threw over a stake.
No.
No. So no, I was not outside. I was inside with. I was basically taking care of Lucius's body.
Okay, what do you do?
I'll basically once I put all his accoutrement back in, I will pick him up.
I meant the people outside. Voltaire.
So at this point, I'm probably hovering like crotch to crotch with Milliner, just like how to start out with. I wonder if I should roll some self-control, not be like, oh my god, blood.
Are you hungry?
It is 10 minus your humanity, right?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, no, I'm still good.
Then you should be fine.
Okay. So I will stop, thrusting my crotch and stake into him and just, like, peel myself back off. And, kind of go to stand up and actually maybe, like, take the body, with me. You said you were pretty, wafy, right?
Yeah, this is really this is a skeleton for all intents and purposes.
Like, not more than 100 pounds.
No, this is a very, very thin, malnutritioned old man. You can just
So I can
easily-
handle picking his little bag of bones up with my strength too, and let's just go and look over at Cole. Take him to the prince.
Yes! At once. Cole looks out onto the street, seeing the Giovanni vehicle parked ominously.
I'll take care of him if you want to take care of that. And she will turn around and go back to the room with, Milliner, actually, no. I'm not even going to carry him in my arms. I'm going to fireman carry this son of a bitch over the back of my shoulders like a slagged body, because that's easier for a female to carry. And we'll just bring, legs on one side, arms and head on the other, and just, carry him in to the room where the prince is, with the stake going through his chest, and go back to Stanso.
Seeing the second stake to Giovanni being brought into the room, Darrow kind of looks around, surveys everything, sees that both bodies have been staked as the prince asked, nods to the prince and takes his leave, noticing that Cole hasn't come back into the room.
Actually, Carl's going to make an intelligence medicine, actually probably more perception medicine roll, to make sure that the body is properly staked. Knowing the ability of Kindred to heal themselves and leaping up at a moment's notice. I've got one success, so I don't know if that's enough to see if the stake has actually gone into his heart. But I'll leave that for an admin ruling.
It's fine. In fairness, Lucius has been torpored in his Humanity 3. He won't be getting up for a decade unless a elder wakes him, so I think we're fine. Not Lucius, Isaac, sorry.
I mean, you will notice with Lucius's body that he hasn't moved at all since the stake has gone in, so that would probably help your inkling a little bit.
No, it was Isaac's body that...
Oh, okay, my mistake.
Yeah, Carl felt pretty certain that you were staked properly, considering he pushed the stake from the back through to the front.
Hear that? Blessed silence. No.
She's gonna look at John and just like smile almost diabolically, as if the two of them love these little sexy outings, and just like takes the body up and over top of her shoulders, like rolls it down into this, puts it down at his feet, just looks up slowly, just rolling her gaze from feet up through the midsection back up to his head, and just stays on her knees over top of the body. I brought him for you.
He wanders over affectionately, placing a hand upon the hair and then running down to the cheek of the Toreador whip, eyes burning into Isaac Milliner. He had dreamed about this. He had wanted to do this. He couldn't do it himself, perhaps, but seeing him in such a torpid state, this beast is lapping up the supposed victory. He bends down and looks at him in the face. What? No cutting remarks, no words, no sudden accusations of improper etiquette. Oh, why, Mr. Milliner, you're too kind. You're such a perfect guest. Now, Mr. Voltaire, as the host of this evening, could you please place our guests in a secure facility? I would like your attention. We will make sure that the package is properly prepared to be delivered to to the Rossellini Manor.
Carl takes the two bodies, picking both of them up with a fair amount of ease, and just basically places them in two convenient coffins that have been used as part of the decoration for the evening, and sort of just slams the lids down.
Well, that little business has certainly soured the mood of the evening. Oh, do not blush, High Carl. I am not going to have them killed.
Well, look at it this way, my prince. It is possible to ask for a couple of kindred to be staked, and for them to be staked and brought to you still alive.
It is within my right, and within the right of Elysium. They have broken their promise, and I am giving them great clemency by not killing them. But that does not mean that a message should not be sent. We are harbingers of peace, are we not? We have Artemis looking over us. We must make sure that these little infractions don't happen again. And he's going to roll his manipulation and subterfuge on this because his own bloodlust and sort of like beast is at the fore because he's...
Carl is going to try and combat his bloodlust and beast by using the same role, but to direct him more towards a magnanimous gesture.
1, 2,
where
3.
we have them in power, and I'm so screwed it's untrue.
Well, with 7 successes, Mr. Voltaire.
It's possible.
Yes, his obvious intentions are very well masked. Probably better than I can act myself at the moment. He is obviously very much the concerned prince and simply wishes for all violence to stop. And now that these two troublemakers have been staked, it will stop.
No chance.
As this
Meanwhile, outside, Darrow comes up to Cole, who stares strangely out into the street. Off in the distance, the sirens of police cruisers can be heard as Cole turns to Darrow. We must leave here. We cannot dally.
My thoughts exactly. It doesn't look like it pays to be independent in this city. One dead and two staked in as little as a week. Remind me not to talk to the prince.
No. Come. As the two head down the street away from the cellar bar. Away from the sirens.
Ah, if there's sirens, then perhaps we shall use the escape tunnels, Mr. Voltaire. I believe Mr. Morgan kept them below. Please bring our guests with us. We will reconvene at a more suitable appointment. Miss Tavelaris, would you care to join us?
Of course. And she's just going to look over Isaac's body sitting down there in front of her and just, you know, gracefully touch one of the pretty things. I'm going to go for the ring that looks like it's probably either... Do you have one on, like, class ring finger, or do you have one on, like, wedding ring finger?
No, he wears two on... No, he has one on the wedding ring finger. Basically, he has 3 rings, and all of them, 2 of them are on one here, and one is on the other ring finger on his left hand. The one with the stylized G, and the one that looks like a wedding ring are on the middle finger and the right ring finger, respectively. And then the one, the gold carrot and all that, the very fancy looking ring, is all alone pearl ring on the left ring finger. Excuse me.
Yeah, she's going to look over those and actually go for the one that looks like the wedding ring. Let's be a sentimental Toreador. Just saying, oh.
You should enjoy this.
Family. And
I'll get it.
Roll perception, empathy on it. The difficulty is determined by the age of the impressions and the mental and spiritual strength. So if it was something fairly recent, it might be DC 4. If it was something from like a century ago, it might be DC 9.
How old is your mother, Lucius?
My mother? I would say...
when did she die?
She died about 10 years ago.
And how old was she?
About mid-40s.
Probably a 7 then, I would guess. So.
Yeah, it's just pretty long ago. She didn't marry young.
1, 2. So 2 successes. So that's going to give me basic information like her hair color, her gender, this and that, and another additional piece of information as well. So you can pick whatever you'd like for, information and visual impressions that she might get.
Right, William, if you don't mind, I'd like to do the description.
It's your mother. Sure. I'm going to describe your mother. That's you. Sure.
Right. So, what was it? General description and impressions.
Yeah, two general pieces of information.
Okay. Well. Okay. You get her appearance, which she was a fairly average height woman, about 5'6", let's say. Brunette. Striking blue eyes, very slim figure. She lived in Boston, and she died in a very violent manner. Would you say that's suitable for 2 successes, or would you like more?
No, that sounds good. Usually you just kind of get the images of the person and then some kind of an emotion that they happen to be going through. So.
Emotion, I'd say for emotion you'd get, well, an awful lot of grief. Grief would be a very prominent emotion. And also, I would say 2 successes.
If she has time to touch more shit later on, she definitely will if they're not like handing them over right away. She'll be like, oh my god, please! Let me find out information about them.
Yeah. As it is quite obviously, it looks like a wedding ring. You get the notion that this woman was married as well, quite obviously. Whoever this ring belonged to. Oh, do you get a name for 2 successes?
No, you don't. No,
Okay.
the name comes later. Name would be like 4.
Okay.
Roger that. All right, so she'll go ahead and pick up the, I guess the Don's right there in front of her, so she'll just keep carrying him around and follow John.
Okay, with that, we will end the scene.
No,
Thank
don't
you
end
very
it.
much, everyone, for watching.
No, stop. Yeah, do you need to end it for like needing to leave right now for character stuff, or
What? Can I end the scene now? Is that okay?
well, in about 3 minutes or 4 minutes in character, there will be the response to the distress call, which was sent between 7 and 9 minutes ago in character, turning up. So,
Okay, well, we're going out the escape tunnels.
okay, so we could do a follow-up scene then, if you've got a few minutes.
Well, I really need to wee and I need to go to work tomorrow, mate. Like,
Fair
it's
enough.
already gone too long. I'm going to turn